Hey guys! We were so in sync. Welcome to our podcast. I'm Georgia Hazarati.
And I'm Isabel Unhinged.
Love that. I love that you used your TikTok name. That was so good. So we live in New York City. Isabel's lived here her whole life.
Born and raised,
We're
baby.
in the dating scene. We've both had some really wild dating stories, and we have a lot of life advice,
A lot of lore.
a lot of law, a lot of tea.
We've lived a million lives.
We have. And we're still open to dating and exploring, and we want to share all of that with you guys. And we thought, what better way to do that than our own little podcast?
And it's been in the works for a while, but we both
has.
can't get out of bed. So
I know.
actually, you're better at that than I am.
I feel like I don't know. Lately, I'm really good at like backing it up. If I go out, I'm like still able to pull myself together the next
I
day.
got
I
a
don't know
commission
how.
for 5 days. But this is our podcast.
But this is so
And
fun.
we know every bitch has a podcast, but ours
Ours
trust
is
me, you want to
gonna
hear what
be
we have
really
to say.
fun. And also, we live in New York City. We're girls that are like gonna be dating.
We're going
telling you all
out.
the tea. It's just so much fun, and I feel like we need that. We need to give that fun to everyone. Everyone's gonna love this.
Also, like, roll the tapes. No way I'm going through these experiences and not have.
I know.
What am I going through them for?
I know, and I feel like the best thing is after you have these wild experiences to be able to like recover from them and then just like out the person.
Yeah.
People should be held accountable.
But we're also not bitter, and
we're not bitter.
we're not trying to go after people. We're just trying to share our experiences. It's our story to tell.
Yes.
And if you don't like that, then you can suck it.
No, but I think it's like important as well to share with like, you know,
Young girls,
even guys, like anyone in the dating scene that's just like trying to navigate red flags, dating, what's good, what's not, situationships.
yeah.
We have a lot of experience and we want to give back.
Yeah,
and it's
I'm a
just
dating
fun.
columnist for Playboy, and I write about
Exactly.
dating. And you've been on
I
a lot
love
of
that.
dating shows.
And I'm
so
a dating show girly. Like I'm trying to change that, but you know, we've been there and it's been fun.
We've been there.
So we have experience, you know, and we just want to share that. And we've got some wild stories. Today, I'm going to be unpacking my most diabolical story.
Yeah, and
My actor story. I know. Crazy. You've got an actor story as well.
fan behavior. I do.
And we're going to unpack that in the next step. So everyone tune in for the next one as well, because this is
Part
going to
2,
be
baby.
some tea. So let's dive in.
Tea.
Well, let's dive in
Burning
then.
hot. Our bodies tea.
So you've like lived in New York City your whole life, and I've obviously,
have.
yeah, I love that. I love a New York City girl.
How long have you lived here?
Only like, I think it's nearly like 2 years, but like
Were you in
one
LA?
of those years, yeah, for like 2 years. I didn't love LA. Dating there was
LA
not great.
sucks. The dating, everybody's in a black baseball cap.
Yes, I was like really hopeful when I moved here. Well, actually, I was in a relationship when I moved here, but I thought like the people here would just be like better quality, like good people to spend, you know, and I think they are. Dating wise, I'm not too sure because
It was ranked the worst city. Did you see
today,
that article?
yeah, okay, I did see that. I understand why though. I feel like it's so competitive, but I think that people are like, I don't know, the guys are just cuter. They're more successful. They're
Yeah,
fun.
they're definitely more successful. Not everything's entertainment focused.
Now that I'm like single and seeing that side, I'm really loving it. But I've only really had the one dating experience here that you really
But
know
you were
all
dating that
about.
other guy.
I had a long-term relationship when I moved here. I met him in LA. We lived together.
He
and
lived
then
here.
we broke up. Well, we moved here together. Oh. And then we broke up. And then soon after, really soon after, which is probably the biggest red flag, is when I met
2 weeks after.
the one that you know. 2 weeks is
Okay, so we were like mutuals on TikTok for a while.
Yes, and I loved your content. I'm a big fan. I used
I'm
to
a big
laugh
fan of
like
you.
for hours. I'd just scroll through and just love it. And then we saw each other at an event. It was like
The Alexander Wang, yeah.
And then I was
we were
really
both
drunk.
really drunk.
Yeah, I was so drunk, and I was like, "Oh my god, let me get your number." I don't know what you saved it as, but it was not your name. So I tried to find you, and I couldn't find you. And then, how did we then figure
And
it
then
out?
I think I reached out to you and I was like, let's get dinner and go out because you were, I heard, recently single.
That's
And
right.
'cause I was talking to Maria and she was like, she's single. And I was like, oh my God, I want to meet her so badly.
And yes,
And I
then-
knew that we would hit it off because we were both single. And then we met at the Odeon.
that's right.
for
we actually
dinner.
had the funniest dinner.
We
We
45
got so
year-olds.
drunk, and there was like those old men next to us that I'm pretty sure were married. They were like hitting on us. They're trying to come to the
Ew,
box
that
with
was
us
so
after.
cringe.
They were like really cringy.
And I remember because I had just started seeing my most recent He Who Shall Not Be Named.
Yes. And I was seeing my most recent.
And we were both so happy and like so in love. We were like, it's happening so fast.
Of our dreams. I was like, this is what I've been waiting for in life. Like this was the reason I've been through all the pain.
I thought I found my husband. And so we were so happy.
We were so happy.
And I remember you had been seeing him. It had only been like 2 weeks.
And same with you. I swear we were both really fresh in these things. It was like the love stage. We were like idealizing them, putting them on the pedestal.
Yeah,
like,
we were like,
amazing.
We're so happy.
Like so proud for you. You were so proud for me. Then it all came tumbling down pretty much same time. But yeah, okay. I should have probably seen it. There was red flags. Even though that dinner, I was telling you, there was something up the way he was acting when I came to that dinner. He also knew I was going out, which is very weird now, foreshadowing. I should have probably realized he had access to my location then, which I didn't know.
Oh,
but
it
now
was that
makes
early?
Sense. It was from the get-go. He probably knew what I was doing the entirety of the relationship.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yes, because I started to piece it back together, and it dated way back. Like that night, he knew I was going out. We weren't speaking that day. He was acting really weird, and he wished me. He said, "If you go out, just be safe and have a good time." And
I thought he was protective.
Yeah, but like, how did he know I was going out? Very random. And then, soon after that, he showed up to an event. So if I look back, I should have probably realized earlier that he was somehow tracking me, which I didn't know because he seemed so normal.
That's crazy. Okay, so you had been seeing him for like 2 weeks.
2 weeks when we met.
You were happy. And then I remember not long after you were texting me saying, because we were both in Vegas and you were saying how there were some red flags. So when did like what was the first, do you remember the first red flag, or was it just the controlling stuff?
I would say if I really, really focused, it would be him knowing what I was doing was probably a red flag. He was also very insecure. One night we went out and I hugged a guy friend of mine when he's like pulled up at the same time to pick me up, and he went on and on and on about that, and I was like, oh, he's like a friend. Then we went back to his apartment. We watched The Office. It's like my favorite show. And what's his name? Oh my god, how have I forgot his name? He's the cute one.
The one that's married to Pam?
Yes, what's his name?
Jason?
Is it what's his
Josh?
Jim. So Jim, I'm like, he's so cute. I said that triggered him.
Insecure.
Triggered him. He said, we have to turn this off. Like, I can't watch this now that you've said that. Started to have a meltdown, and I was like, oh, that's really random. Maybe it was because like he's had a long day.
And he's also
an
actor.
Spoiler. So I thought maybe that was like a little.
Which I can relate
thing.
to, by the way.
And he's like, I'm like sensitive about that stuff. Like I'm gonna work on that. Like that's a me problem, not a you problem. But like that really triggered me.
He seemed very willing to be honest about his problems and be like emotionally intelligent,
which is what I thought.
He would
was
send you
really
paragraphs being
admirable.
like, because I remember you would send me screenshots of him being like, oh, I understand why you felt this way, this is why I did this, which is usually a good sign when you're dating somebody new.
He's really like mentally aware,
and
he's like obviously had good therapy,
right.
He's holding himself accountable, which was like all green flags for me. So even though there was red flags, he would overshadow them by green flags because he was holding himself accountable, being mature, and like apologizing and working on that stuff. So that was like that was within the first few weeks. That was probably the first red flag. I probably should have seen that as in like, why is this guy so insecure about something so small? Why did he get so worked up?
Character from a TV show.
And it's like, everyone loves Jim and Pam. Like that's
exactly.
The vibe. They're the staple.
God, he would have hated me. I always am like watching Euphoria, being like, Jacob Elordi, my love.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh, he would have hated that. He couldn't for the entirety of the relationship handle like me saying anyone was like, oh, they're good looking, or like just admiring someone's beauty or success, or anything, which was like.
And he posted
crazy.
You in the swipe thing early on, the photo of you.
He did, which I thought.
And you were like, he posted
strange.
Me, yeah.
Which I thought was very strange because he was very much embarrassed of me, which I think I've told you a little about, but like he was like.
Hollywood versus TikTok and reality TV star.
Would put it back on his team as in like, oh, we can't be seen together. People can't know we're dating because it's bad for my career. And
I can relate to that.
So understand because I'm like a very understanding person. But at the same time, he was telling me his team was going to set him up in a relationship, PR relationship with a TikTok star. So I'm kind of like, oh, this doesn't really make sense because you're embarrassed about me being a social media person.
I remember.
But then you're going to be seen with a more relevant social media person, and it's okay then because
Classic.
she's more
Yeah.
popular and she's 10 years younger than you. I'm like, that's really
And
weird.
she's almost rebranded as a celebrity.
Yes, so it's
which
like,
you have
that's
too, by the
okay.
way.
But it was like he would just, he kind of just made me feel really bad about my whole
So-
entire career and existence in really like chill ways, like put it on the management, and
Yeah.
also used his ex as a way to do that. He would
Because
say
his
my
ex was
was-
somebody who came across as very, and
she's very
classy and
successful.
high,
and she seems really
fashion
cool.
and stuff like that. So
They would like meet up to like exchange their pet, and every time they would meet up,
I will never date a man who is
Who is a shared
co-parenting. No,
I know.
take the dog.
I said
don't
that
care.
too. I'm like, and it's funny because I don't think
What
he
are you
really
gonna
cared that
do?
much
Yeah.
about the dog. I think it was more like he loved being able to have some connection with her and then rub that in my face.
Yeah,
And he would
And
do
use
it so
that.
creatively. He would say, "Oh, she said, have fun with your influencer girlfriend or something."
I
Like,
remember
so then
that.
it was not coming from him, but I was made to feel shame about it.
But you were telling me, you were like, I just don't understand why he would tell me that. Like, it's such a red. Like,
I
he would
know.
relay things that
You don't
other
need
people
to
would say, which
say.
is what my ex would do too. He would be like, my team thinks I should date so and so famous model, nepo baby actress. Like, he asked if I had her number, and I was like, no, she's dating blah 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 actor. And I was like, so that's why you're not
it's funny because
dating her,
it
not
was-
because you have a girlfriend. Like, what?
if they use it, like they use people as a way to like bring you down.
Their
so that they're
team.
not doing it themselves.
Yeah.
They save face. Oh, it's not me that cares. It's my team. Oh, it's not me that cares. My ex-girlfriend said this, and you should feel embarrassed about that. You know, when are you going to change this career? And like slide little things in. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I never thought about it before you saying this. I'm actually really proud of myself, and so is everyone else that knows me.
You've come so far, and you should be proud of yourself for all that
Yeah.
you've accomplished. And
And
who
it's-
is he to judge you? You know what I mean?
And that was like, there was definitely red flags there, but that probably the most
He
like.
came to visit you. Okay, let's fast forward. So it's around Christmas time, the holidays, and he goes with you to visit your family in Australia, right?
So before this, actually, my birthday. We need to mention
right,
this.
your birthday.
This is when you actually
That's when
met
I
him.
met him.
And you thought, like, he
You
made a good
seemed
impression.
so happy.
And he
was
also was
talking
like
to all your
very
friends.
charismatic, set the whole birthday dinner up, bought me this beautiful
The
cake,
cake.
made such an effort.
It wasn't that good though.
The cake sucked.
It was like
Should have
bad.
known that. That was the red flag.
I took one bite. And
The
like,
red
bad.
flag that day it was the worst cake, but it was the thought. It was the thought. The red flag that day was he actually took me to this pottery class, right? It was a one-on-one private pottery class. This girl that was hosting it, she was young. She instantly, when we walked in the room, I knew she'd known who he was from what he does. And I saw it in her eye. I'm very good at picking that because people also act that way around me and I can tell really quickly. So
Fangirl.
I noticed, and he definitely noticed, and he tried to play like he didn't. The entire time we were there with the pottery class, it's my birthday. I've walked in with, it's my birthday on my head. He bought me this little band and a sash. They
What?
honestly locked into some like ghost like pottery class thing. Hands on hands. Like I have acrylic nails and I couldn't make it properly and I kept like asking for her help, but she was locked in to this serious
Obsessed
pottery
with him.
making moment with him. Like literally it was, she was saying the most sexual comments and like air wanking the pottery, and he was laughing at it and then also asking her, it's my birthday, keep in mind.
That's
He's brought me
sick.
here for my birthday. And he's also going, what's your name? Like, that's a beautiful name. What's your favorite color? And looking at her like
I would
in
have killed. I
like,
would have set the
deep
pottery
gaze.
house
And
thing
I'm
on
like
fire.
burning up. Like, I'm like, this is so embarrassing because I actually told him I've never had a good birthday. I've kind of been with people that have always
so
ruined it for me or like made me feel really shitty, or I've ended up crying and I've just had a bad time. And he's like, we're going to change that. I'm going to make you have the best birthday. Starts it off by flirting with this girl for, it was like hours. We were probably there for 2 hours.
She was saying sexual things. About,
Really
wasn't she
sexual
like
stuff
giving
about
like,
like
a
giving
like-
it, like she was giving it like she was giving it a hand job.
Shut the
And he was
hell.
like, and she was making eye contact with him while she's doing it, and he was laughing back.
How
and
were you
making
not
jokes.
like? I would have walked.
I was
out.
so embarrassed, but I was also like,
That
this
makes
is like
you look
my-
so
he's put-
crazy
he's-
if you're like
I know
this
it.
girl. You can, what are you gonna say? This girl's being sexual with you? Like that would make you come across as so insecure.
And it's also like he's put all the effort in to make this for my birthday. Like, am I going to walk out on something he set up for me? Like, what does
Yeah.
that say about me? So it's kind of a really awkward spot to be. And I kind of tried to push past and sat there making my pottery on my own. Literally said 2 words the entire time. It was so upsetting. Wanted to cry the whole time. And I kind of left there thinking, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's really friendly. Maybe he didn't see what I saw. Maybe he was just being nice because it was an awkward one-on-one class. We go to lunch and he was literally like, that girl was really into me, wasn't she? And this is when I lost it. I was like, so you knew the entire time, but you were like playing into it and ignoring me, and it's my birthday and you took me to do that, and you just like...
Oh, he was ignoring you during the pottery class?
He was ignoring me the whole time. They were locked in on conversation.
That's such a red flag, early red flag, that people should, by the way, pay attention to in early situationships. Because that happened with me and my ex. We had gone to an event, not to make this about myself, but just chiming in here.
We have similar experiences.
Yeah,
you need
so
to do
with
that.
my ex, he had taken me to some party, some family friend's party, and I ended up alone talking to the bartender the entire time because he was ignoring me. And I ended up going to the bathroom and I meet this gorgeous British guy in line and he's like, you're so beautiful, are you single, can I have your number? And I'm thinking like, yeah,
of course you can,
even though my boyfriend's outside, like screw him. He's ignoring me all night. I'm taking this hot British guy's number.
For sure.
So I mean, I just think doing to others as others would do unto. But you're so nice too.
I should have, honestly, hindsight, I should have left. I should have left that class. And
but
I
you
been
never
like,
do.
So embarrassing. And I should have made a scene out of it. Because the funny thing is, at the lunch after, he's like, if you felt that way, why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you get mad at me? Why didn't you pull me up on it? And I'm like,
he wanted the chaos.
Me?
Yeah.
Was he trying to make me jealous? Was he seeing what would make me jealous?
For
That's
sure.
like a really weird thing to do to someone on their birthday. Like, it was my fucking birthday.
But narcissists do that kind of stuff on special events like that. That's when they make their attack.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't realize it, but it's like that's a manipulation tactic.
They want to ruin moments that are important to you.
And where you're the center of attention, mind you, because
they can't handle it.
Because he has been, you know what I mean? And that's the thing. You were in his life the supporting role, whereas he was the main role. So any event that's taking attention from him, like a big event like your birthday, he's going to somehow find a way to make it about himself.
And that's like, it fed into, so we had the great dinner. That's where you met him, and he seemed really lovely. Got along with all my friends. I kind of pushed that past. We spoke about it at the lunch. He apologized, made out he had no idea he was doing it. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. So we had the amazing dinner. Then we've gone back to his apartment. This is so weird. On the drive home, we were talking about like Art Basel plans, and he was like, oh yeah, I've been invited to a few of these events. And I was like, oh yeah, I've been invited to those also. And he looked at me. The way he looked at me was so like, so insane. He looked at me so aggressively and like
the psychopathic
angry
stare.
Yes. And it was like, he like scoffed, like made this weird noise, like
how dare
you say you've been invited to the same events as me? And I was kind of like, did I do something wrong? I didn't catch it in the moment. I was like,
should be excited.
Did I just offend you? Like, I'm like, and he wouldn't tell me the whole car ride what I did wrong. We go back to his apartment and he's like, I kept begging him. He's like, no, I don't want to talk about it on your birthday. Like, I don't want to ruin the day, blah, blah, blah. Ended up coming out that he said that he thinks I'm competing with him, and he thinks that I want to be him and that I want to be as successful as him because he's an actor, and he thinks that I'm intimidated by his success. And I was like, where is this coming from? Like, I think you're great. I would always lift him up. I'm like, I love the shows you've been in. I love this. You're like, you're going to get this role. Like, I know you're going to get this. Like, I was so supportive, and like, it takes talent to do what he does. I'm kind of really lucky and blessed. It also takes talent to do what I do.
And by the way, being an actor is a very fickle field because you can be one thing. Whereas like, I feel that you'll always have your career. I'll always have my career. But being an actor, you can be the hottest actor and then you don't get booked. And then you're just a working actor. You're couple of supporting roles, you know, on Apple TV or whatever, or go straight to Lifetime, and you're in those Lifetime movies, and one day you're hot and the next you're not. Hollywood is very even more fickle than the TikTok world or the influencer world in a weird way, because you're held to such a high regard, and then one day it can come. So I'm sure that was an insecurity of him too.
I think so, and I think that really played out through the relationship when he would try and like power play me. We got past that. I was like, I'm not competing with you at all. I don't know where you've got this from. I'm so sorry. I had to really bring myself down to make sure that he knew I wasn't.
Dim your light,
I'm nothing. Like, I haven't tried to do anything. I'm, you know, I look back on that. I'm like, how pathetic of me, because like I had to do all of that to make him feel like I'm not competing. And
you stopped posting.
Yes, very embarrassed about everything I did. He made me feel really embarrassed about it. So it was like a really hard time because I was like going through this like identity. I'm like embarrassing. He doesn't want to be seen around me, but I really like him, kind of thing. Fast forward, he goes home for Christmas, I go home for Christmas. He tells me he wants to come and visit me after Christmas and meet my family. At this point, we've been seeing each other for
2 months, right?
like 3 months. It's like really not that long. And I was kind of like hesitant about that because I don't want to introduce my family to people that
Just
are not
anyone.
permanent, you know?
Yeah. Especially with your history of dating these.
And I've like
dicks.
introduced them to people before, and like my nieces and my nephew get invested, and I don't want to like put them through that. It's like, let's introduce them to people that are serious. But he was very pushy on it, really wanted to come, said, you know, I can come after Christmas, so it's like, you know, a bit of an easier time. Like, you have Christmas with your family, then I'll come. Anyway, he started to act funny over New Year's Eve, had like a few goes at me for different things.
I remember
posted
this.
a selfie on my story, and he kind of ran me down about that, saying that I need so much validation, there's something wrong with me. Like, if I post stuff like that, people think a certain way, like, about me, but he's allowed to post stuff like that because he's who he is, and he's, you know, people don't look at him the way
he wants to work
me.
with Calvin Klein.
And he's allowed to post body stuff in underwear because he's going to work with Calvin Klein one day.
And he posted directly after. Yeah. He posted his shirtless photo directly after you had posted.
He got mad about me for mine and didn't speak to me for 3 days prior to coming to Australia. So it was very random. And I was like, that's really hypocritical of you. It's okay when you do it, but it's not okay when I do it.
That's
and I'm
so
like attention seeking. I need
crazy.
validation, but you're okay because you're going to work with Calvin Klein one day.
So let's talk about, like, I remember the flight there. There was some drama. Like, you went on the flight to Australia.
Yeah.
And what happened when you landed?
Oh, so I was already in Australia. He came over.
Oh, I thought you had been on the flight.
No, I was already there. He's come over. He's landed. And I think this is what you're talking about.
The question mark.
The second I pick him up from, I've driven 1 hour, by the way, to pick this guy up. He hugs me. He's all like, you know, frazzled. Like, really like, oh, and I'm like, whoa, what is going on? Like, hugged me and then instantly goes, you won't believe this, my ex texted me. And I'm like, your ex with the shared dog, this is weird. What did she send you? Oh, she sent me a question mark. No prior conversation. And I go immediately, because I'm not an idiot. I've done this before.
You're not an idiot.
You have that gut sinking feeling. You're like, babe, there was prior conversations. I go instantly, did you call her? Were you speaking to her over the holidays? I know that's like a, you know, it's an emotional time. You have connections with exes. You think about things you spent with them, holidays. They know your family. I was like, I won't be mad. Just tell me, did you speak to her? No, I have no idea why she sent me this.
Who sends a random question mark? That means that he had probably called
That's
her.
What I said.
Which you later found out was the case, right?
I later down the track, months later, by the way, found that out.
It's always months later, and you can't do anything about it. I know.
But it was funny because he really went above and beyond to promise me, no, like, what can I do to make you feel better about it? I go, well, send her a message and say, don't just send me a question mark out of nowhere, because I thought if she didn't do that, she's going to reply and say, I didn't.
So he did.
So he sends this message. So days rolled by. I actually let it sit because I didn't want to ruin the interaction that we were having first time seeing each other for a while. So I thought about it. He's met my family. It's still been playing on my mind. And then he said something really crazy to me, but I won't repeat it because it's
I remember
kind of
that. It's really degrading and also really upsetting for you.
It's really upsetting because I feel like what he was trying to imply was that
you had hooked up with someone.
I'd hooked up with someone when in actual fact that's what he was doing. So he was projecting.
Okay, which by the way, I feel like this is something, if anybody who's listening wants to know how to know if your boyfriend's cheating on you, pay attention to the accusations. Cheaters accuse you of doing it's a serious thing. And I'll know, like, full transparency, when I was, this is so bad, but when I was in college, I wasn't cheating on my ex-boyfriend, but I was emotionally cheating on him with somebody from my past, which is really bad, but I was like so unhappy. I was like 21, whatever. And I remember all I did was go through his phone and accuse him of talking to his ex and say that he's cheating on him. And he was like, what the hell are you talking about? Why are you going through my phone every night? Because I was so desperate to validate myself and rewrite the narrative. And that's what cheaters do. So now anytime somebody is like, are you hooking up with somebody? I have this weird, they always say it's this intuition. Yeah. Or I've had dreams that you're hooking up with somebody else. You know that they're up to something.
Because they're trying to find a way to justify what they've done.
100%.
And when he said that, and it was so out of the blue, like, and I was staying with my family. Like, I was at my mum's house sleeping in my childhood bedroom. Like, what was I just randomly hooking up with men in my childhood bedroom at my mum's house?
And you're so loyal
when they're
too.
about to meet you. Like, that doesn't make any sense. I'm the
And I
most
feel like-
loyal person ever.
And the men that you date, for some reason, say that you like cheat on them.
I think it's because they want to make themselves feel better because they've always cheated on me.
Yeah.
It's the narrative that gets thrown at me because they know I never would.
Ridiculous.
And it's the one thing they can come for with me because they know I never would do that. Such a questionable, like, it's something that is not in my character, it's not in my nature, and they know it's hurtful. So they want to really go, I'm going to ruin your
The
thought of
public
you.
loves to see a
Yes.
pretty, successful, gorgeous woman accused
Tear
of
down.
cheating
Yeah,
on her
torn
innocent boyfriend. So they're gonna pile up
know.
on that.
So they love to use
Yeah.
that one back to back. I've never cheated on anyone.
That's crazy.
So that was happening, and then yes, his behavior was very strange. He was having little outbursts at me, doing the same thing about bringing me down about my career. It was very erratic behavior. I thought that this was really weird in front of my sister. Yeah, it was like trying to make me feel left out, I guess. Like, if I would ask him if he wanted a cup of tea or a glass of water, I would have to say it 10 times. He literally wouldn't respond to me. It was like he was trying to make me feel like unseen, unheard, and like make me feel self-conscious. You know what I mean? It was very weird, and I
Obviously, your
could see
family
it.
would pick up on.
Oh, my
what did
my
your
sister
mom
and
think?
my mom picked up on it straight away. They were like, why is he ignoring you? It was very weird behavior. He always wanted to bring me down, and it really did
Humiliate
work.
you, yeah.
And like make me feel really insecure and self-conscious.
yeah.
Yeah, so that was strange. He had an outburst at me at a cafe, which was really embarrassing because
Say exactly what happened.
so these like people had recognized him from TV. Like they'd grown up watching something he'd been in, and they'd just come over and got an autograph. And then like, this is the craziest thing ever because it makes me laugh so much. We were eating, and our meals come out, and mine had microgreens on top. You
What
know
is
what that
that?
is? They're
No.
like these little
I
green,
don't know
they're
anything.
like these little green leaves.
but it's bad for you.
Well, I've heard recently, like I saw a TikTok saying they the way they're packaged, they hold bacteria that grows and it's not good for your gut. So I take them off.
Pesticides or something.
Yeah, so I just take them off. I've taken them off my food. He goes, why did you take those off your food? And I was like, oh, I just like don't like them. I've heard they're like not great for you. And he eats them and he's like, what do you mean? Like, explain. And he's eaten them, right? And I've gone, okay, so like I've heard that they're like not good for your gut. He literally didn't say stop speaking or anything, just let me keep talking because he asked why, and I'm explaining. He's let me explain, blah blah blah, and then he's just like slammed the table in front of the people that have just asked for his autograph and gone, shut the fuck up in public over fucking microgreens.
And telling you to shut the fuck up. How dare he?
Over microgreens. By the way, denied this to my entire family, made me feel crazy and made out, I didn't say that. I didn't swear at her. I'm like,
Gaslighting you. Yeah.
I literally, are you like, okay? Like, this just happened. Like, anyway, so screamed at me and I've just gone still. Like, I didn't expect it. So I've gone like, I was like,
Because
in
when
shock.
things like that happen, and I've
Yeah.
had a man tell me to shut the fuck up, and I'll get to that in the next episode. When somebody disrespects you that blatantly and that suddenly, you don't stand up for yourself because you're just in shock.
And I'd not seen him like yell at me like that before. Like, I haven't seen
Whoa,
that side.
That's
It was
crazy.
rage, like head to toe, like in
Like
his
red
muscles, in his face. Like,
Veins. Yeah.
it was like 0 to 100, and I was like, over microgreens, like
Jesus.
the hell, like that
Weird.
doesn't even make sense to me. I was like, you could have just said, oh, can you stop speaking about this actually? But he asked the question, so I'm answering.
Why
it.
does that trigger him? That's what I want to know.
I
It's
don't know.
like,
I think he was
why-
really fragile because he'd just lost a role, and I think that was like a triggering day, and I think he just took it out on me, which is like crazy. to
You're the
think about. I
scapegoat
was the
when his
scapegoat.
career's not going well. You're the
Yes.
projection.
Yeah.
You're the one. Yeah.
And
And
so-
which also, by the way, probably plays into him bashing you for your career and what you do because he's so
Yeah.
insecure that he's like, well,
So insecure. He used
And
to
didn't he
ask me
look-
about money all the time, like how much
What?
I earned and stuff, and I would never answer. I love acting. I'm such a fan, and I honestly
you could
wanna
be
get
an
into
actress,
acting. I think
yeah.
I would be great at it. But
let's do that for you.
I'm gonna do that off the back of this. This is like my revenge arc. I'm gonna go into acting.
An
Whenever
Oscar.
someone brings me- just become like an
Just become
crazy
like literally the
actress.
next Margot Robbie. look
Can
like
you
her.
imagine? I would love that. But it's like, it's so cool, and it's like, it requires so much talent and dedication and everything, and it's so, I admire it a lot, but it's really hard, and a lot of people don't make it, and they don't make much money. So there are people like him that have this big, like, people think he's someone, and they have to live up to this persona, and they don't. So it's very like, it attacks them a lot. He would ask me a lot about money. He would make me feel bad about deals that I do because he knew that I was making a lot of money on them. And just things like, it was like a conversation that just kept coming up. Then like a day later, right, we've smoothed things over. He's asked me to be his girlfriend. He fully asked me to be his girlfriend off the back of me being questioning the stuff with his ex.
Right.
And it was like a way
As
to
a
like
diversion,
get me to
yeah.
like forget about it. Let be my girlfriend. I'm gonna write it in the sand. I really love you. Like, I want to be with you, kind of
When
thing.
did he say I love you for the first time?
Pretty early, which I kind of knew was like a red flag.
Before you were boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, it was like probably 3 weeks into knowing each other.
That's when my
You always know when they
Mr.
do that
Hollywood
too early.
did
It's
it as
not a
well.
good sign. But I'm also someone that's like, I love you too.
well, because
I have so much love to give.
I know, and
just
when
wanna
I'm
love.
like, it's okay if you love bomb me as long as you keep doing it forever. But I've been love bombed by every single guy I've ever dated, and it's always been 3 weeks. That's why my relationship now, it's kind of nice because it's like he hasn't said I love you. He hasn't even like it's like it's going so slow. It's been 3 months, but after the horror movie of my life, our lives, this past February, January, whatever. It's like that's nice, right?
It's nice. I actually want a slow building.
burn, yeah.
I want a slow burn. I feel like that's
Because it's
so
fake.
great.
You don't
It's
even know
real,
me. You don't
yeah.
know one thing about me, and you're telling me you love me. It's lust.
Like, slow burn is so real. Like, you shouldn't love someone straight away. You don't know them. 3
don't
weeks, you
know
know nothing
them.
about them. You've
I
seen
think
nothing.
like 4 months.
Yeah, and usually around the 3-month mark that I date someone, all the true colors starts to come out. So you shouldn't
Always
be saying I love
3
you before
months.
that. Yeah,
That's what happened to me as well.
it's like a really crucial time because they can only hide who they are for so long.
Yeah, my therapist told me that you don't really know someone until 6 or 7 months.
Exactly.
And if you are,
And I
you shouldn't be
really-
excited about somebody until 6 or 7 months.
I really got to know him at like 6 months.
3 months.
3 months, like I had a good picture. 6 months, I was
Okay,
like,
so back to so he
clinical.
draws in the sand.
Yeah.
G plus whatever his initial is, or what was it?
It was like, on this date, I fell in love with you. Will you be my girlfriend? Like a long thing. And it was like my gut was telling me straight away. I was like, this is so not genuine. I could see the look on his face. It was really manipulative. It was like he was trying to be overexcited about something to take my attention away from the pressing issue, which was that I caught him texting his ex. By the way, his ex replied and he hid the reply from me, and the ex replied saying,
Oh yeah, what did the ex?
I did not reach out to you. I have nothing to say to you. You
called
contacted me. And he still tried to spin that and make out, she's crazy. She knows that we're together.
Everybody's
She's trying to make
crazy.
out. She's trying to get in the middle of us. She knows what she's doing. She's done this before. She's trying to break what we have. Don't believe it. And I'm like, what do I believe? But I'm also like, my gut is telling me she doesn't want anything to do with this man. She thinks he's crazy. She knows exactly what he's like. She's happy he's out of her life. Like, that's what I felt, honestly, because she's very successful. She seems like she's doing fine. Like, he was the one that spoke about her a lot, and in a very negative manner.
And which is also like, men that talk about their exes, it's also a red flag.
Yeah, he'd just say not great stuff.
Okay, so you're in Australia at this point, your boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yes, which I was not really feeling was a real thing, but I was kind of
Felt
like, what do
fake.
I do right now?
Right off the bat, which I can relate to.
Yeah. So we brought up the ex thing again. It's kind of gone downhill. He started telling me like really serious stuff, like saying that he's like not well because of what I'm saying. Mentally. And I'm like now worried. So I'm like, oh, I can't press on this issue
You're
because I'm
comforting
worried about him.
him
Yep.
for how
So he checkmated me. He's like, oh.
classic manipulation
yeah,
tactic that
so-
narcissists use. Yeah.
So I'm genuinely really worried. There was a lot of alarming stuff going on. So I've said, I think it's best if you go and see your friend in Sydney for a while. I think you should go and see them, Things were escalating. It wasn't great. It
You
was
were
not
like
good.
texting me being like, he's here, I just want him to leave, I feel so trapped. And I remember I felt so bad for you.
So there was like a time we were sleeping. Well, I was sleeping. He was staring at me in my sleep. So I'm like, I've woken up, which I never wake up from my sleep. So it's like a big thing. If I'm waking up, like my body like obviously felt the staring. And I've like rolled over and he's like this, like had a smirk and had like,
I'm scared.
he was staring at me and it was so terrifying.
happened to me.
Literally looked like he wanted to smother me with a
Laughing.
fucking pillow. And I was instantly like, I jumped in the bed and I'm like,
you had that feeling, like when you're being followed
can you stop
home.
staring at me?
Yeah.
I was like, can you roll over and not look I can't sleep if you're staring at me like that. And I've struggled to go back to sleep that night. And then I'm like, the next day I'm like, I have to get this man out of my house. Like everyone was like worried because they were seeing this display of person that was so erratic. It was like one day like really above and beyond and like charismatic and really friendly, and then the next day like really fucking depressed. And I was like worried because I'm like, I feel
you
bad,
love this person, and your feelings were so. By the way, this isn't some situation where like you were going into it for any other reason besides the fact that you guys did really get along.
Yes.
And you laughed and you had it. Those first couple of weeks, you were like telling me, you were like, he's so great, and we really have the same humor and we get along so well.
And when I met him, I knew nothing about him. I hadn't seen the things he'd been on. Like I'd seen some of a show that he was on, but he
strong
wasn't
with
on
you.
it.
Like he was obsessed with you at
from
where was it?
get-go.
No, it was Socialista, right?
Socialista, like really was So was fully pursuing me, and I was the one like, you know, doing my thing, kind of not really. He would call me, FaceTime me, invite me everywhere, like really wanted to see me, really wanted to take me here, putting in efforts to like show me the city, which I'd said had been something I haven't experienced because of my previous relationship, showing me the best places, like, and I was like falling in love with like this new experience of like New York,
and it's exciting,
someone fun
and it's
carefree, and like someone charismatic that matches my
attractive,
energy. And I realize now he was very manipulative.
Okay,
and really good at that.
So you tell him I need space.
Yeah, so I've said really nicely and calmly, like, I think it's best for us because this is not going great. It's very up and down. Every day it's something different. You should go see your friend in Sydney. I'll stay here for a bit. Let's get a breather kind of thing. So that's ended up happening. He's gone to Sydney to see his friend and sends me a text when he gets there being like, I really love you so much. I hope you know that. I'm going to take the next few days for myself. And I'm thinking, great, because I actually don't want to hear from you. Like, I'm like...
Was this when he followed me?
This is getting to that. This is hilarious, by the way, because he'd met you one time at my birthday and then starts following you when I block him. I'm like, you're so fucking pathetic. Like, who can I piss her off with? Goes to the, like... And I would speak so highly of you all the time. It's like, he's like, oh, I'm going to go for a friend now. It's like,
ew, as if.
never going to go near you.
I would never touch him with a 50
yes.
fucking...
And you sent a text to me straight away being like, ew, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because I told you everything. And I'm like,
gives me the ick.
I've blocked him. An hour later, you're like, ew, what the fuck? He's trying to follow me.
I self-sabotage, but not like that. Jesus. I don't want to date Joe Goldberg next.
Everyone thinks he's like Joe Goldberg. He really is. He really is. So smart though, like it blows my mind. So he's gone to Sydney, kind of started to like ghost, and I'm worried about his mental health, so I'm checking in. There was also other reasons why, very serious reasons why, but I was trying to make sure he was okay. Not getting much response, kind of leaving me think like things are really not okay. So I'm worried, and I'm like, I can't be like cutting this person off because I'm worried about them. They're still in Australia, they're in my home country. I don't really know what they're doing.
Home. By the way, how dare he go into your home and act like that in front of your mother and your family and make you feel unsafe? Act a fucking fool. Make you feel unsafe in your own childhood bedroom?
Oh, can I say one more thing as well? This like makes me laugh so hard. He always made out me using social media so cringe, and he would never use TikTok. My nieces and my nephew were fans of his stuff. They were like, oh my God, can we make a TikTok? They're kids. I had to intervene and be like, no, he doesn't use social media. I'm sorry, guys. It's not good for his level. And he's like, yeah, I can't. Like, it's not good for me
we're gonna get
in my role.
We're going to get there, by the way.
And
so
we're going to get back there. Okay, just keep in mind that he had a really strong opinion about TikTok. And always ran me down about it.
Never posted once.
Because that was because of the ex thing.
And he felt bad, and he wanted to make it
He wanted
seem
to
like
redeem it and make it seem like he
My
really
ex
did care about me.
Yeah.
Oh, it was also because he was bringing me down. And I'm like, well, are you embarrassed of me? You never want to be seen with me. You don't want to get photos with me. You don't post about me. You don't tell people we're seeing each other. If you're embarrassed of me, I don't want to be with someone embarrassed of me. I'm like, I think I'm fucking great.
You're
so if you
amazing,
don't, if you think
by
you're
the way.
like, thank you. If you think I'm embarrassing,
What the hell is he?
And then that's why he put up something of us, which was really bad timing because he left the next day. And I'm like, now people think but now he's gone, and now I have to deal with the fact that people are thinking things like, and it's kind of done, you know? So he goes to Sydney, goes MIA. I'm hearing things through the grapevine. I know everyone in Sydney, like all the influencer community, it's very tight knit, know all the girls. He's following specific girls that he knows that I would know because they're influencers. And he's liking all their photos. By the way, we're still in
Dating.
a relationship. He just
Quote,
asked me
unquote.
4 days before to be his girlfriend. He's flown to Sydney, hasn't given me any breakup thing, whatever. I'm like thinking of how I'm going to end it, but it hasn't been ended. He said he loves me. He needs a few days. Taking those days to go after people I know in Sydney. He's like Googled the top influencers in Sydney and found the top, followed all of them. None of them followed him back.
So
And I'm monitoring it. And I'm like, wait,
It's like
no
when they
one's
try to
following
cheat
him
and
back.
get rejected. It's so embarrassing.
He's like, got this ego thing, right? So they're not following him back. So he's unfollowing
Unfollowing?
them and trying new ones. And
My ex did
I'm
the
clocking
same
all of
exact-
it. And also, they're telling me because they've just seen him post stuff with me, and
You're
now
like
they're
the
seeing,
queen of Australia. You know
like,
everyone.
I know everyone in Australia. It's
Yeah.
like, you're gonna do this. You think these girls aren't gonna come to me and talk to me about it? We're laughing about it, and so he's trying to like obviously
Help.
hook up with girls to like get revenge or something. I don't know.
So were you in? You were not in communication when he was following these girls. You were like, I need space. Or
He
what?
said he needs some
To
time
work
to
on
like
himself.
be on his own with his thoughts because he hasn't been the best version of himself.
No shit.
So he took that time to slide into DMs of all the girls I know in Sydney and is gaslighting like people I know into making out. He's like sad, whatever. Ends up sleeping with 3 people in Sydney.
How do you know though?
So he told me. He told me. He told me in a week, 4 days before he left, he's asked me to be his
Could
girlfriend
be
in the
lying
sand.
by the, but
There's no way.
yeah, he definitely.
There is no way. He knew I would find out, so he's had to tell me. Like he was telling me, he wouldn't lie about that. No. Anyway, so yeah, obviously was having fun in Sydney, which is good because he was really fucking depressed in Queensland. So glad to know he had some fun in Australia at least. Then I've decided, it got to a point where I'm hearing all these things, and I'm like, this is disrespectful. If we're not dating anymore, like I'm not gonna have this. I'm gonna block you. I don't want to know
Right.
what you're doing. I don't care about you. I'm not falling for the mental health stuff anymore. You seem to be thriving. You can do that shit with your friends. I'm gonna get rid of you.
And also something to note, just because I feel like a lot of young girls need to hear this, and I dealt with this in my last relationship. A lot of men, when you catch them do something, will like,
Yeah.
didn't he like cry and sob?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just because somebody can cry, especially a fucking actor who's
It's
a
an it's an
professional liar and
emotion.
can cry
Yeah.
like that.
We were walking once, like we were doing this like trail walk, and he was like still guilt tripping me about the fact that I was pressing him on the ex stuff. He's like, you don't believe me, like I can't be, I'm visiting you in Australia, you don't believe that I'm not speaking to my ex, blah blah blah. So that's hyperventilating. Like there's people that I know walking past us on this trail, and
He's
I'm
a
with this guy, and
mess.
he's like telling me like the craziest shit right now, and he's like literally can't breathe crying. And then as soon as I'm like, let's go sit in the car, blah blah blah, we get in the car and he's like back to normal. I'm like,
Actors
you're
act.
insane. Like the way he could switch it on and off. I'm like, this
Well,
guy,
that's his career, you know, it's his
he needs
profession.
to be he needs to be getting some better roles because that was pretty good. I won't lie. Cut contact. I've blocked him. This is when he's followed you.
Oh, you blocked him because he told you that he slept with those 3
No,
girls?
I didn't know at this point. I had an intuition.
Why did you block him then?
Because he was acting like I was hearing things and he was following girls and
Oh yeah, fuck
he's
him.
been running me down about it being an influencer and blah blah blah, and now he's going after all the influencers I know, like not speaking to me, not
Classic.
apologizing for his behavior, just kind of doing his own thing and posting like he's on a date with a girl, like legs and shoes and
So
someone's
obvious,
dog,
by the way.
like and then doing car videos with someone. I'm like, trying to make me feel bad. Like, what's your
Also so
what do you have
obvious.
against me? I literally
did you
brought
ever
you here
do
to meet
to
my
him?
family,
Yeah.
and then you've just ruined that opportunity, made me so embarrassed. I'm like traumatized.
So sorry that happened.
And then you've left and like you're doubling down. You're like, not like, I feel bad, I'm gonna self-reflect. It's like,
Followed me.
I'm on a date, I'm following all these influencers, like I'm trying to make you feel like shit. And I was like, no, this is like not okay. I'm gonna block you. So I did that. I blocked. And then he's tried to follow you, and you know everything at this point because I'm voice noting like every day. I'm
like
telling
a
you
podcast.
everything.
You're sending me like 50-minute
And
voice
I'm like,
notes.
this cannot be happening because you've met him, and I'm like, he seemed normal.
That
How the
helps.
fuck did this happen? Anyway, so you've showed me straight away, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, this is crazy. He was obviously doing it to get a rise out of me, and it worked because I ended up calling him and being like, how dare I didn't call him, I texted him. I sent him a paragraph, and I was like, how dare you? You've left my house after treating me the way that you did, embarrassing me, giving me no closure, which, by the way, I don't need because your actions have
The
spoken loud
disrespect
enough.
was the closure.
Yeah, and I don't care for an answer anymore. In my eyes, we're done.
Good for you.
But move on with grace. Stop trying to go after my friends. They want nothing to do with you. They're sending this to me and laughing. So
I was dying.
go for someone else because you're embarrassing yourself. Move on with a bit of grace and decorum, basically. And he calls me and gaslit the shit out of me.
Just so fucking frustrated when they do that.
And it's so funny. My family was listening through the door, and this is like a running joke we have now. They say this all the time, but the way he said it was like, I'm not trying to hurt you. I kept saying that over and over again, and I was like, you obviously are. Like, you're going for my friend. He's like, I'm not trying to hurt you. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, you obviously, it's like, you're so safe. You're so safe. That's one thing. He said to me the entirety of our relationship, you're so safe. I'll never hurt you like people have hurt you. I will never hurt you. I really
Preyed
care
on the
about
weak,
you.
which narcissists do.
Yeah.
And he knew about your past because you had
Exactly
opened
what
up.
people had done, and I told
You had opened
him.
up about how
Yeah.
horribly men had treated you in the past, and
He just followed the yellow brick road, basically, and made it
Follower?
follower. He's a fan.
because I'm uncomfortable.
This was such a wild chain of events. I'm like, how did I get in that situation after what I've been in? I thought this one was like gonna change.
He takes the cake,
He took the fucking cake,
which is a huge accomplishment, by the way.
Huge, by the way, I don't like that's
Not an accomplishment, but like a.
honestly.
He
I've
should, like,
spoken
put
to
that on
Harry.
his
Me and Harry
resume.
are friends, and I'm like, he made you look like a saint. This is funny because like I thought Harry and my relationship was probably the most diabolical. This is all alleged, by the way.
No, by the way,
Allegedly.
we could just be making this up.
This would just be a really good story. Anyway, so
Okay, so what
I stay in
happened?
Australia. I'm like recovering from this.
I
I'm
remember
really
I texted you
traumatized.
being like, you have to stay at home.
Yes,
Don't
you're like,
come back.
don't come back.
Because he was at this point
So
back
we
in
were
New York,
neighbors.
and
we
in-
lived. You
in
can walk
Williamsburg,
from.
yeah.
You can throw a stone, and our places hit each other. Like it's literally so inconvenient for me because you're trying to get over someone and they're your neighbor. Like same
Right.
neighborhood, terrible. So I was kind of like worried about that as well. I'm like, I don't really want to go back and be in that area. I kind of want to like get over it, give some space, let him like do his thing, maybe move on, find someone else to torment, and then then I'll come back and move on with my life. Also was like planning to move out because I'm like, I don't want to be
But
around
you were
this man.
upset.
Yeah, so I wanted to stay in Australia, be with my family, kind of come down from that. I stayed like an extra 3-4 weeks. I had to come back for my friend's fashion show. They were walking a fashion show and it was a big moment for them. So I've come back, literally didn't post anything about coming back. No one knew I was coming back apart from like you and people I'd spoken to privately.
Right.
This is so weird. I literally get off like a 24-hour flight, walked inside my apartment, reception gone up, walked inside. I get a call from reception and they're like, oh, you have a delivery here from blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what? How does they even know I'm here? No one knows I'm here. It was the moment I've walked inside. So this is when alarm bells have started ringing like, wow, he knows where, how does he know where I am?
You were at the nail salon and he.
So there's been multiple things, like things started happening. So he put all my stuff in a plastic bag, right? Doused it in a bottle of his perfume. So I've like touched it. My hand came out dripping. And it
Ew.
stunk.
Do you think he did that because he thought that you would think it was another girl?
He ended up telling me that when we started speaking briefly again. He's like, no, he wanted me to think, he wanted it all to remind me of him. I'm like,
Oh,
what?
it was
It's
his
like,
cologne.
He wanted me to not forget him. It's like a toxic way of me being.
That's like what I did
him
when
being
I
on
was
all my
15.
stuff. I know. I'm like,
And I would like I literally
Liz,
did that
I'm
when
just
I
gonna
was
throw this in
15
the
and I like
fucking
doused
wash.
a guy's sweatshirt in perfume before giving like that is such an obvious play. Dude.
down to put everything in the bag, like even
He's not even giving me ideas. Like this guy is like
I know, recycling stuff. But even down to the paper that I drew a flower on, which by the way he got tattooed on his arm.
wait,
Did I tell you that?
no.
Within like 3 weeks of meeting him, I
got a
drew him like a little flower on a piece of paper, and he's like, I'm gonna keep that. And
He
they went and got it tattooed. Called me one day and it's tattooed.
Love bombing,
Getting it,
final boss.
And I'm like, yeah, this is kind of crazy. Either we're like getting married and having so many kids because this is like meant to be, or like you're fucking clinical.
We're
There
either
was
getting
two options.
married or you're
And it was
putting me in a
kinda
psych
leaning
ward.
towards the clinical one. But I was kind of like, cute, you know? I was kind of like,
the tequila fell.
sorry, this is my large liter bottle of tequila. So yeah, I'd put the little thing that I drew that was on his fridge in the bag, all the stuff, the ornament we got for Christmas on our tree, down to everything. But left, by the way, my expensive protein, my gut health supplements, which he ended up telling me he was not going to give back. So brokey.
Why does he want your gut health?
I know. And the coffee machine I brought him for Christmas, the Aura ring I bought him. He's going to keep all that because that doesn't remind me of him, but he'll give me back all the
The
scraps.
Aura ring is probably like all black, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what does an Aura ring do?
An Aura is
It's like a mood ring?
expensive way of tracking like your sleep and shit. I don't know. It's like
Well, you're tracking his sleep. He's tracking your
tracking my
whereabouts.
everyday life. So we're both trackers.
Okay, so you kind of briefly touched on like this stalking situation on the Viall Files, but what?
Yeah, I didn't get to elaborate too much because it was hard to unpack on Nick Barr because we didn't get that long to speak and they're asking questions as I'm answering. So I didn't really get to like delve into that. But I had an inkling things were getting strange when he also showed up outside my apartment a few days later. Knew I was back, which I didn't know how he knew. Sat outside at a cafe and was begging me to come down and speak to him. And I said no. I was actually kind of scared. I was like, I don't want to go and speak to you. I'm good. I don't have anything to say to you. And this is when he revealed that he'd been in contact with Harry. I lost it. It was like reactive abuse. I was like, how dare you go and speak to an ex of mine you've never met about me and trying to get tea on me
Did Harry
to make
tell
you
you
feel bad. Harry came straight to me and told me. Because Harry's like,
Respect.
I don't know this guy. He's trying to talk to me about you. Like, and that was really respectful. I have to give it to Harry. Like, that's
Well,
really
he has your
lovely.
back, I think, in ways.
I think he does. I think we're in a good place now where he's like, you know, I don't want some random guy that I don't know to talk shit about her. Like, we're in a good spot, you know? So he came to me and told me. So I've gone really emotional. Like,
He was like, you should see
outbursted.
what your ex say about you? Or
Yeah,
what?
he's like, I've been speaking with your ex, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what?
What?
Why? The only thing he
Should
knew
have
about my
messaged.
ex was
You
that we
honestly
had-
should have probably messaged his ex, but I
I
don't want
should
to.
have. But I'm also like,
I would have.
I don't know how I would be met with the ex because he said such bad things to me about what she was saying about me, which I don't believe. So I can only imagine what he was saying to her about what I was possibly saying, but I've never said a bad thing about her. I think she's amazing. Like,
Yeah.
I love
Aw.
everyone she hangs out with. I think they're really cool. She's very successful. I think she's very good looking. I just think like he's pitted people against each other that have no business being pitted. So I don't know what I'd be.
So he
met
reaches
with.
out to Harry. Okay, so let's go back to the stalking situation.
So then
what happened?
Showed up outside. I had a weird feeling he's like onto me. Then we get in contact a few days later because I was kind of worried about him. Some other things happened. We get in contact. We meet up. He reveals to me that he slept with 3 people in Australia. Really apologizes. Said it was a really bad thing.
Should have cheated
It
first.
was really bad. Blah blah blah. So we're briefly back in contact. But I'm like, I don't want to. We're not making anything of this. Let's just clear the air, kind of thing. Next day he shows up at my nail appointment. He's never been there. He doesn't know where it is. It's like deep Williamsburg. Like he doesn't know. I'm getting my nails done. He's like outside looking at me through the window. And I'm like, oh, hi. He's like got a cup of coffee and like a pecan pie, which is my favorite. He's brought it in and I'm like, how did you know where I am? And he's like, I'm just walking past in the area. I saw you through the window. I thought I'd bring you
Yeah,
this.
right.
I'm like, what? Like, there's no way. Like, so that little things were popping up and I'm like, there's no way he has my location. I've gone through my phone. I've checked. I called my mom. She's like, he's tracking you. Like, you have to figure out how. There was also another thing. In the week we weren't speaking, it was Fashion Week. He knew exactly what events I had attended, when I attended them, what hours I was there, and knew everything. And he's like, I know everyone in New York. Like, people tell me everything. And I'm thinking, I don't think you know everyone at the place.
He doesn't know everyone in New York.
So I ended up, it escalated to a point where we were kind of briefly back into like the swing of things again. He was going through something family wise and I was supporting him with that. I felt a lot of sympathy about that. So it was kind of reeled back in a sense of like, I feel bad for him. I'm having empathy.
Which we tend to do when we're in narcissistic cycles is we will go back a couple times. So
Yes.
I don't
And I have
judge
a
you
lot
for
of
that and I don't think
empathy
anyone else will. Yeah.
Yeah, for like mental health and stuff. So I was supporting through that. And he had to go home. He had to go back overseas for a shoot. He invited me to come. He's like, I want you to meet my family. And I'm like, we're not on that level, by the way. We're like on a friendship basis. Yeah, like, I don't know if I want to be with you. I don't know if I trust you. I don't know if I can get over what you've told me, basically. So he goes, I stay here. I'm at dinner with my friends and I'm having a great time. We decide to go out. I don't have to answer to him. We're not together. You know what I mean? So I'm out. I'm getting all these calls. And I'm like, is everything okay? I've replied. I'm like, are you all right? He's like, where are you? Like, what are you doing? And I'm thinking, what the hell? Like, why? I'm like, I'm out with my friends. Like, I'm going to be out for a while. Hours roll by. We're still out. We're having fun. He's still calling. When are you going home? When are you going home? The place that you're at is going to shut soon. And I'm like, blah, blah, blah. What? Like, anyway.
What?
I ended up like, probably shouldn't have lied because I'm not a liar, but he was hassling me so hard and I didn't have any reason to answer to him. So I'm like, yeah, I'm leaving soon, like, get off my back kind of thing. And we've ended up going back to my friend's apartment, having another drink. We've got
Post-game,
talking.
yeah.
And then I'm about to go home. And I'm like, yeah, I'm home. I've texted him, but I'm not home yet. I'm on my way. Half an hour rolls by, I'm still not home. He's calling. I get home finally, and I answer the phone. And as soon as I walk through the front door, by the way, and I'm like, sorry, like, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like, anyway, I'm home now. What's up? And he's like, when did you get home? And I was like, oh, like half an hour ago. I don't know. I've been on the phone with my sister. He goes, I know you just walked through your front door. And that's when I was like, oh my God, all these feelings. Like back to the first month of seeing him when he showed up at a brand event that I was at that was private Australian brand event. He was outside of it picking me up. And I'm like, well, how did you know where I was? Oh, I know the area. Back. I've gone all the way back. He must have had my location the entire relationship. So, okay. I'm not kidding. Back to the night we went out and we met and he knew I was going out.
To the box.
How did you know I was going out? I didn't tell him we weren't speaking. So it's like, wow. I freaked out. I thought maybe he's bugged my apartment because he's been over. So I pack a bag. This is literally how scared I was. It's actually, I laughed about it on Nick Viall's podcast. And I laugh when I cope with stuff, you know? Like,
no, it's traumatizing.
I laugh my way through really weird shit.
So do I, yeah.
It's a way of like coping. But I was like, genuinely started bawling my eyes out. I've blocked his number.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I've just panicked in that moment. Like we went from being friends to like, I'm blocking you. I'm terrified.
I never want to contact you
I packed a bag. I've flown to LA and I've stayed there for like a week. And I'm like, I've got to go into Apple and find out how to like figure out how he's tracking me if it's not in my apartment because he knows where I go, so it must be something I've got on me. I went into Apple. They went through my whole phone. They said the likely scenario is that he's accessed my iCloud when I'm sleeping, so he knew my passcode, and I'm a deep sleeper and I would sleep before him.
How did he know it?
So
did you give him your passcode?
He just knew. Like he would ask me for it to change music and he would type. He's very smart. Like he knew. He would type it and You're
so open. You have nothing to hide.
I don't have nothing to hide. Like take my whole phone and run with it. Like I don't care. So I'm not going to worry about him knowing my code, you know? So he knew my code. He also knew where I kept my passwords in my phone. So he's obviously gone in there, found them.
Did you change everything?
Yeah.
Georgia.
I've changed a few things. I need to change for a little more.
Hacked onto your, like, the real.
Yeah. Anyway.
That happened to me. Somebody hacked onto my...
You're lying.
Real.
Were they sending stuff to themselves or you?
What?
Were they sending stuff to you or themselves?
No, they hacked onto my therealreal.com, the shopping website.
Did they buy stuff?
Yeah, they bought some of my likes. I had to contact this just happened to me a couple days ago.
That's crazy.
I got an alert. It's like someone in Ohio hacked onto your The Real Real. I'm like, I also keep the same password for literally. I have 49.
That's why when you're like, have you changed it? I'm like, I can't do that.
Who has time?
I can't commit to that.
Whatever. What is he going to do?
I know. It's like, take it. I don't care. Anyway, so...
Okay, so we have to wrap up soon, but let's just...
Yeah, really quickly. Like, this is the last part. Going to Apple. They've gone through I've changed my iCloud. They said likely scenario is that he hacked my iCloud and he's on another device going find my iPhone and it's anonymously, like, untraceably tracking my every move through another device. So when I blocked him, by the way, the next day, wake up to hundreds of Spanish telemarketer phone calls, which now I get every single day. I got one on the way here. It's fucking insane. I swear that happened. He leaked my number to a Spanish telemarketer website. So every day I get, hola, ¿cómo estás? Every day from 50 different numbers. I have to block every day. It's been for the past few months. Swear to God. And also all my posts get botted, like spam stuff. But
it's like with weird emojis.
It's weird. Like he's like,
it's like Georgia is a disgrace.
His
like,
PR team is like generating them and like hating all my shit. They went for my Cosmopolitan post, which is really annoying because it's a collaboration. I can't delete the comments, so flooded in hundreds of like, "You're disgusting. I can't believe this." Blah blah blah. These cringy comments, and I'm like.
Wait, can I see?
Embarrassing. And also my Nick Viall podcast. First time I've spoken about him.
Cosmopolitan.
The first time I spoke about him on the Nick Viall thing, all the comments on the Nick Viall post are like, why would anyone believe her? She's had the same issues with all these men. She's the problem. It's like so obviously generated. They're like reused. Go on, Nick Viall.
Instant karma. Oh my God, 6 hours ago? He's still doing it?
No. It's like a whole subscription. He's like really going, shocking how none of your exes have nice things to say. Like they're really like really nasty, like generated comments.
Yikes! Has someone paid
Starting
you
to
say
think
that?
it's not the guys that are the problem.
It's like
your crazy
the
ex
poop
stories
emoji always.
sound like you're the problem. Yeah, these cringy. When every relationship ends badly, maybe you're the plot twist.
I must be
Same
tripping.
script, different microphone.
Wait, look how stupid this one is. Damn, this is bad. Might be the dumbest post on the internet. Congrats, angry face. What? That's a
Insane.
big fat no for me. Hell no. This post is wrong on so many levels.
I literally should call back one of these Spanish numbers to show you like how crazy it is.
That's nasty.
I get hundreds a day. They're such corny. Like someone's obviously gone for the hate package.
I'm
Like
crying.
there's like different packages, and it's like,
I'm gonna.
oh, we'll go for the
I wanna
hate
do that to
package.
my ex.
And they've just like generated 50 comments, and hundreds of things are just so all over my stuff. Everything that
I'm
like,
excited to
say,
see what he comments on this one.
I know it's gonna be the same, the same package.
We know it's you.
Yeah, so no one be alarmed. But that's my most diabolical story. Obviously, I haven't dated around too much in New York City.
Why
I'm
did you
open.
stay as long as you did after the red flags?
So, well, they were so
I get it, by the way.
intertwined with such like serious issues. It was kind of hard for me. Also, I don't know, we got along so well. I saw the good in him. I see the good in people. It takes me a while to like come to the realization that bad people are bad people. I cut it off, honestly, surprisingly pretty quick for me.
I'm proud of you. I was proud of you
like
for that, by
5
the
months,
way.
6 months, that's not too bad.
You
I
stayed-
would kind of wait around a year mark to cut something like that
Damn.
off.
No, I
so
wouldn't let
I've
that
actually,
happen.
it was
Yeah.
growth. My friends are really proud of me because
I'm
they've
so
seen me
proud
do
of you.
stuff that I'm like, I can't get away from. And I'm like, I can fix them. I can change them. I've learned. You can't. So I did a really good job at cutting that one off, and I'm really happy.
Oh, can we
Last
talk
thing-
about
we
the
forgot
TikTok
about the
video?
TikTok.
Yeah.
So back to the TikTok, him being too embarrassed to do one with my family and me, just being seen on TikTok is so cringe to him apparently. As soon as we're like done, he makes a TikTok with some girl and like did an audio and like is like saying how amazing she is, and it like blew
So
up and everyone's tagging me in
obvious.
it, commenting in it, and I'm like, you so obviously did that to hurt my feelings because you always brought me down about TikTok and how you so cringe.
If you had just fallen off the map and not posted anything, you probably would
I
have
would have
like
had more respect for that.
more respect
yeah.
and also
I was like,
more
oh,
feeling. Like this was so
you
cringe.
wanna
His
hurt me.
desperate attempt at
Really
getting you
embarrassing.
back by posting with a random person.
Yeah.
Like, how did he just like pluck that girl off the
I don't know.
street?
He was the look in his eyes was it was so excited to be doing that because he was so ready to like hit me with that one. It's like
well,
anyway.
I
But
guess-
yeah, I'm open
would you
to
ever
dating
date?
still.
But would you ever date?
I mean, I have really A-list celebrity actor friends that are amazing, and they called me after my show that's just been come out. They're like, I think you did amazing. I'm so proud of you. I want to help you do this, blah, blah, blah. These are like people safe and secure in themselves that are in the acting career. This guy was just not. I think there are good people that are actors, but I just went for someone that was
Not
just.
to date. I'd rather date like a
yeah.
like a
I mean, yeah.
Broadway guy or something like that. Maybe no.
I mean, I don't know if there's like a specific niche of men that's like any better. I
Hollywood
feel
is
like there's,
tough.
there's bad and all, but like that acting thing was
Actors
terrible.
act though, and the mask will slip.
Yeah.
And they'll always have co-stars. You'll always be the supporting role in their
Yeah.
life, and they love attention. So I think it's good to know that, and you did your thing, your moment, and I just hope that you find. Hope
Yeah.
the next guy is good.
I know. I feel like it will be, and I'm like really open to
I'm
the
glad you're not.
possibility of dating. I'm excited. I'm in New York City. It's like fun. It's like my Sex and the City era.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
same.
bring the trauma of these losers into it. I've learned a lot. I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna just be cautious and like have fun. And, like,
What's
tell
one
the
thing you've
stories.
learned from that relationship? If you were to give one piece of advice,
I mean, don't like. It's
Excuse red
difficult.
flags.
Don't excuse red flags, and don't overlook things because of empathy and sympathy towards someone. I feel like people act certain ways because they want to. Like, there's no excuse for bad behavior, and
and also don't let somebody's
bring you
alleged
down.
trauma
Yeah.
take away from your own trauma. Like, don't let
Yeah.
somebody who weaponizes their mental health. Don't pay attention to that, because a lot of the time it's insincere.
And don't
And
let
it's a
someone bring you down
performance, yeah.
and make you feel bad about who you are. Like,
Never.
they should bring
Negging
you up.
is
If you
never,
worked
never,
at
never okay.
Pizza Hut, they should bring you up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Big
Someone that
Oscars.
really loves you and cares about you should be proud of you.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be
Show
like
you up.
making you feel bad and
Never,
be intimidated
never,
and
never.
insecure about it. So yeah,
I
look out
guess-
for that. But yeah, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do
Live, learn,
for
we
the
make
plot?
mistakes.
Good story though.
I know, it was a good story.
All right,
Bye,
that's
guys.
all for today.
That's all for this one.